There is a bridge, older than the town it stands near, older than memory itself. They call it the Shadow Bridge. Beneath its stones lies a tale etched not in words, but in fear, a tale of sacrifice, of shadows, and the price of permanence. Once, long ago, a mason was tasked with building a bridge that could withstand the fury of time and tide. But no matter how strong the stones, no matter how deep the foundation, the river would not let it stand. Each night, the waters would rise, tearing the structure apart as if mocking their efforts. In his despair, the mason sought counsel from an old traveller, a figure whose name was never known. The stranger spoke of an ancient ritual, a way to anchor the stones, not with mortar but with something more enduring. A shadow, they said, a living shadow bound to the bridge forever. The mason knew the price the ritual demanded, a life. Not just the body, but the soul, the shadow of a living being, bound to the stones for eternity. And so, as the dawn broke, he chose. She who trusted him above all others would become the foundation upon which his legacy would stand. They lured her to the bridge under the pretense of blessings for its strength. As the final stone was set, the air grew still, unnaturally heavy. She cried out, but her voice was swallowed by the stones, her shadow sinking into the mortar, stretching, merging until it was no longer her own. The bridge stood, its strength unyielding to the river's rage. But the mason did not triumph. The shadow bound to the stones did not sleep. At night it whispered to him, accusing, mourning, begging to be freed. And as the years passed, his own shadow began to fade, until he became as much a ghost as the soul he had entombed. To this day, they say no one crosses the bridge without hearing it. The faint sound of weeping, the cold breath of something that lingers. And for those foolish enough to stop and listen too closely, the shadow may claim them too, for it hungers always for freedom, for revenge. The shadow bridge endures, its stones bound by something stronger than time, and as the river flows below, it carries a warning that some legacies are better left unbuilt and some shadows never truly fade.